Yo, brother, what's up, man?
Hey, what up, man?
Yeah, man, great stuff, man. I just have a few questions to ask you, brother.
Shoot.
As we have seen, man, in South Africa, people like women, almost every day they're wearing dukes on their heads and stuff, man. We call the head wraps and stuff.
Yeah.
So, man, I just want to know, and if you can excavate on that as to where they actually come from and the significance of wearing them.
Okay. So head coverings, né? Head coverings are amongst our people here in South Africa. They are a very important aspect. I know a lot of people will think they came because there was this thing of head coverings came from the Bible, from Christianity to oppress our people. You know everything. There's always people who think they are smart, they know. So head coverings, firstly, it's actually not just for women. I know you know that, right?
Yeah.
It's not just for women.
I remember watching the Ikyala Lamawele.
Yeah.
And you can see the men, they're wearing some head wraps.
Coverings,
yeah.
Absolutely. So head coverings, I think they mainly have to do with respect and reverence and discretion, being discreet in terms of how you put yourself out there. Firstly, amongst men, there are different head covers for different ages. You're not gonna see a 5-year-old boy with a head covering. Nah, there's no need. There's different levels of growth and maturity and even positions. And the same can be said with women, right? There's a girl who has never been with a man before in her life, who has never gotten married. That's a child, you know. Culturally, that's as good as a boy, in actual fact. You see. But then once that girl comes of age now, you know, there's a certain element and level of respect she must portray towards her body to start with, not towards someone else, towards her body. You know, there are times she will have to seclude herself. Traditionally, especially when she's on a period, she secludes herself to the side. She covers her head. She wears something long. She keeps warm. She doesn't, go around doing all sorts of stuff. That's like the early stages. But at the moment you get married, so the idea is to hide yourself, or rather preserve yourself, right? When someone gets married, their head wrap, it has to cover even the eyes to an extent. Yeah, but I know the
ears as well.
Yeah, even the ears, like the face actually.
Yeah.
You see those Muslim women covering their faces. Yeah, it's something similar to that. Maybe not everything for us.
Maybe they even got it from us.
It's possible. It's possible because talking about Ikyala Lamawele, I've seen there in the movie. Some people, they wrap their heads even like the Moors.
Yeah.
I do. Actually, I downloaded the video, so you can clearly see that this whole culture of head wrap is very old, even before Christianity took had an impact on our people. We've always covered our heads, and the crazy thing is that people who are Christians now don't even cover their heads. They don't even cover their bodies, let alone their heads. Their bodies are naked. You even find them going to church on Sundays. They'll be sitting on front row and they're naked, including the pastors, wearing tight trousers and tight shirts. Like, what the hell, man? What's happening? Are you trying to seduce people? You see?
Yeah, man. I think many of them just go to church to seduce the pastors and stuff, man. Because some girls, they will actually go to the church and actually sit on the front seat, and then they will open their legs while the pastor is preaching.
Well, there is that element. We can't deny that.
Yeah.
There's that element. I know actually of one individual who confessed to doing that. And she specialized in that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I also know some.
Yeah. She specialized in doing that. And I know pastors, who specialize in taking advantage of those girls. They look for the younger, purer ones, the more innocent ones.
Yeah.
And they become their papas or their spiritual fathers. It's crazy because even the Bible, the one that they say they believe in, it says, hey, Mama, there's no one who's my father here on earth. There's only one father, the one in heaven. But these pastors, they deny that. They actually don't even consider it. They impose themselves as fathers to these little girls. They rape them. They teach them all sort of stuff. They traumatize the hell out of these girls.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's your take, brother, on this verse that says, the head of the woman is the man.
Belongs to the man.
The head of the woman is the man, and the head of the man is Christ.
Oh, okay.
And then it says, women then must cover their heads.
Oh, okay.
So
no, I get you.
What does that mean there?
That's very interesting, eh? That's very interesting. I think.
And then there's the other one that also says, if then a woman doesn't cover her hair, then she should be shorn, so that she can be bald.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, I know of a group of people who actually do that in their church. They sort of like they shave the hair. The women, they shave the hair. Then she can go, bald. She doesn't have to cover when there's no hair.
Yeah.
So the head of the woman is the man, and the head of, okay, I get what you're saying there.
Yeah.
It talks more about leadership. It talks more about authority. But let's look at it from the perspective of a woman who must cover the head.
Yeah.
And now this very same book says the head is the man, so the woman must cover the man. There's a video
the
where...
thing is, pastors and preachers use this verse to say now women must wear head wraps.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah. Just want you to clear that up.
No, I get that. But I mean, women, obviously, they used to wear head wraps long ago. It doesn't even need to be in the Bible, man. It's a cultural thing. But I think that on the idea of covering your man, there's a guy there in scripture who says, he who finds a wife, finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Most High, right?
Yeah. Is that the wisdom of Solomon?
Yes, I think so. I think it's the Proverbs, actually. There's another one, where it talks about Eve, that Adam was alone and all that, and the Most High said, I will make him a suitable helper, or a helper compatible to him. Now, the helper talks about helping, and then this one talks about covering.
Yeah, I think it's more like complementing each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of now this
completion.
Man, now this man is the head. Where's the woman? I'm sure the woman is the neck and the body.
Nah.
No, there's no head that can exist on its own, my brother.
The woman is the neck.
No, think about it.
But the neck is what controls the head.
And then what controls the man? I want to get into that.
If you're gonna say that then the woman is the neck, then you literally saying that the woman actually controls the head.
Well, they complement each other. I don't think it's far from that.
On the other hand, I could look at it in the way that the brain controls the whole body.
Absolutely.
So,
and that's the man.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's control in the sense of you can't do anything. I'm controlling here. No, it's more like working together, because if the neck is not working, the brain can be working. You remember that guy Stephen Hawking, that scientist who his brain was working, but his body wasn't. He's gone. You see. So even if the head is there and strong and all that, you need the other parts of the body as well.
Yeah.
Because it's communication. When the brain sends signals to your glands, when the brain sends signals to your thyrox or thyroid glands, there's a process that has to be both ways. It's a two-sided process. But to go back to the question of the covering the head, symbolically and literally, both are valid, because the head has to be covered, both physically and metaphysically. Now, you see a lot of women wives specifically, who get married, and then they, a few years later, all of a sudden the husband is a monster now. In public courts, the husband is a monster, he must be charged, must be sued and all that. If there's physical abuse involved, okay, I hear that. But sometimes there's absolutely no reason to do that. But it maybe point us to a much deeper issue of lack of covering. The man is not covered. The man is seen as the one who must provide and do all this. The man must work, man, for the relationship to work. Even like a normal relationship where there's no marriage, if you're a man, you have to work very hard for it to work. But then there's no, reciprocity from the other side. So, do we then say women have abandoned their divine place of being covers, of being complementary partners? Have they abandoned that? Is it because is it the reason why we see now a lot of the times even older women, like earlier you'd see young ladies dancing online, blah 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 blah, right? It's young people. Now you see older people, man.
Yeah, man. From what I have observed, man, I would say apartheid has an effect on that, because men were actually taken from their homes. And then they had to go and work in places that are far away from their homes, and they had to leave their children and wives. So that means that the women had to actually head the houses. And then that actually now creates another thing on the society, that the woman now can actually be the ruler of the house.
Absolutely.
You see, even today, man, there are many houses that are actually headed by women.
Absolutely.
Which is not a conducive environment for the young men, because actually they need someone in the house to look up to.
Even society as a whole, not just the young men in the house. Society as a whole. Remember, men exist for a reason. They don't just exist to make people pregnant and run or disappear. Men exist for a reason. Just like if this society was only led by men only, or headed by men only, you'd still have very serious problems. Just like if there were no children in the world, no young people in the world, you'd have very serious problems. So each and every part of the system is exceedingly important. That's why now, because of apartheid and slavery and all that, the structure was broken, right? And it's still being broken to this day. But I become so shocked when I interact with other races, and you see, they're so intact, man. Like, you know it. They're so intact. Like, at the age of 22, these people are already thinking about getting married. And they're not even stressing, man, about anything else.
Yeah, and if you speak to us, man, no, I don't want to get married, nah.
Because there's so much happening.
I think people want to be whoring around.
We've become prostitutes now, men and women. You people are prostitutes. And that's the thing, man. Men were taken away from their families, right? And they were with other men. Now, what that does, it creates a cult amongst men, right? Where obviously, when we men meet together, there's gonna be the head of the group or multiple heads of multiple groups, and there's always gonna be this constant need to prove yourself, or this constant need to praise the other one. There's always one who's in charge, and the others are praising them. And I think you even see it to this day. There's a man who's married, but then he's more excited about going out with his guys and watching soccer than being with his children at home. That's a symptom of a bigger problem. If it's going to be more exciting to you as a father to go out with other men and get drunk
than to be at
and
home
look at bums and breasts than to be at home with your babies, then that's a problem. I'm not saying people must stay indoors all the time, and no, obviously, man, you need to have a complete life. You can't just be
there must be balance.
Yes, it must be balanced. But some people are not balanced. They want to go out with friends they even sneak out. So it shows that because of this long period of being broken and all that, people have normalized that brokenness into the norm. It's become the norm now. That's why women are leading households. Women are leading households, even doing duties that are supposed to be done by men. Even doing duties that are supposed to be done by men, because the system in which we exist does not work for us at all levels, at social levels, at economic levels, at every single level. Even spiritually, this system does not. It's actually anti us. You see. So now, you need that nucleus family, right? Because it starts there at home. You need that nucleus. The home is the building block of the society. We can live in this system, but live within our own system in this system. Muslims do it all the time. Jews do it all the time. Indians do it all the time. Indians are living within this system, but then within their own system. Even Europeans, you know, you have French people, they're living according to their French way of life. Dutch people. So we're the only group that lives according to social media. If one black lady dances there showing her underwear, and you'll find guys there, you know, obviously preparing to masturbate.
Yeah.
They'll be there commenting, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Now, other ladies can see that this girl is getting attention, right?
Yeah.
And then, boom, it becomes a trend. All the trends, man. It's always about sexual dances.
I'll say, brother, I mean, as men,
Yeah.
I think we are attracted to women bodies, you know.
Yeah, which is
and then
a
for
good
them
thing.
to
That's a good
show
thing.
it, they actually killing us, you know, because now you get distracted, you know.
Well, they want the attention.
Then I remember back then when we were still schooling, you know,
Yeah.
when there was wind and stuff, and the wind would blow the skirts of the girls, and then all the boys will be excited and start laughing and they make all lot of noises. And some will actually scream, "No, man!" When the girl tries to grab the skirt, they will say, "No, leave the skirt, man, leave it."
Yeah, man.
So,
but you know what? If boys had come from strong families, that wouldn't even be exciting, man. Because some strong families, they teach children. When you look at someone else's bums, man, it's almost like bad luck, like it's a mnyama or zobanezot.
Yeah. I remember that.
You'll be disliked by people. So this thing of seeing other people's bums and thighs, like it was
sometimes
taboo.
and even sometimes when you have bad luck, they used to say utunusel.
Utunusel, exactly. you someone has shown you, you know, their private part. So now it's crazy that every single day people are bombarded with vaginas and thighs and anuses and breasts. And those things are not supposed to be public. That's not public property, you know. But it's crazy because it sells. It sells, man. There's people who want to see that. And trust me, there is. If you're a lady and you're showing your naked body out there and you're gonna tell me, you're gonna come and try to be righteous and say, "I'm not doing it for men," you're lying. You're doing it for men, my dear sister. Stop lying. Be honest with yourself. You're showing your body for the men who will give you the attention that you want. And this nonsense, this trivial pursuit of validation must stop, man. It's a trivial nonsense. You're not gonna gain anything from it. Within the next 10 years, your body will be shaking like jelly, and you're not gonna gain anything. It's flesh and blood, nothing hectic. Everyone has flesh and blood, man. I saw this one post. I saw this one post, and it's, you know, it could be debated and all that. But this guy was like, "Get yourself a white lady if you can," blah blah blah, and he posted pictures of guys like Siya Kolisi and other guys who are with white ladies who are successful. And one black lady there posted and said, "A white lady could never." And then she posted a picture of this black girl with big bums and all that. I'm like, what the hell, man? Is that all she thinks about when she thinks about black women? She's trying to defend the fact that you must be with black women simply because they have big bums. People get big bums. There's prostitutes, man, and everywhere. She could have said other things that black women have on offer, which, like, there's plenty, man. We were born of black women. We know black women are special, you know. But then it's like they don't see it. The only thing they see is that they've got big bums and they've got breasts and they must shake their body. It's so toxic, man, because everyone is doing it. And the next thing, someone else is gonna do something else in the next month, and it's gonna trend. Maybe, I don't know what they're gonna do. Kill a cat on live stream. Everyone's gonna start killing cats. Group behavior, man, so predictable. I can even pay someone to kill themselves online, and everyone's gonna follow them. So just going back, man, to the family structure that was broken, the nucleus family, right? If there's a strong family unit amongst our people, kids can be taught from here. Program the kids. They must be programmed. They will be programmed either way, man. Children will be programmed either way. Whether you don't program them at home, they'll be programmed by TV, they'll be programmed by cartoons, they'll be programmed by education. Programming is something that's always going to happen. So you program them at home, Baba. Just like the Jews are programming their kids, the Muslims are programming their kids, the Indians are programming their kids, the Chinese are programming. Look at Chinese TikTok, man. You know, even the algorithm is set up in such a way that they reward innovative thinking, they reward community building ideas in the Chinese, in China. The algorithm of TikTok, whereas in the rest of the world, the TikTok algorithm rewards stupidity. You go there, you vomit, or you make sex noises, or you make sex dances.
Cat noises.
Cat noises. Hey, man, I saw someone who was making cat noises yesterday. You get rewarded for that. You have so many followers. There's a girl. She likes doing this dance and shaking her her buttocks, and she gets so many followers. But in China, that's not the case because they understand the unit. So they're destroying everything else and everyone else, whereas they're preserving themselves. America, on the other hand, they're destroying themselves and everyone else at the same time. You see, in America, you even see members of parliament. What do they call it? Senate. Yeah, people who are running for Senate. You see them twerking on live TV.
Yeah, man. I saw this guy and in parliament. He was rapping like about Putin and stuff.
What the hell?
Yeah,
is going
man.
on?
Yeah.
So, what we need?
Yeah, it was like put a bullet in Putin's brain.
No,
Put a bullet in Putin's brain.
You see, that's a deterioration.
That was
man.
dope, man.
That's an unprecedented deterioration. Because everything is built on lies, obviously, in this current system. So what we need, man, is the strong family structure, right?
Yeah.
A man understanding exactly what his manhood is and what he has to offer in the relationship. Women understanding her womanness, womanhood and femininity within the relationship. Children understanding that they're children. You see now families that are led by children. The parents are there, né?
Yeah.
But then if the child cries for something, the parents can even fight, man. Because
Okay,
the child
brother.
is together. Yeah, but
We're out of time right now, so we have to
Wrap it up,
cut
okay.
this. And
yeah, but the main thing, man, né? Black men and women, we can always point fingers, say, black men are finished, which is true. Black men are destroyed, broken as hell, broken bastards, weak and effeminate, can't even think for yourself. You black men,
yeah,
same thing can
start
be said.
behaving like ladies.
Yeah,
you know?
you behave, you be there cross-dressing and making, all you wanna be is to be a TikTok joker. Go there, learn a skill, man. And then you have the black females who are always pointing a finger at someone else. Even if she falls down the stairs, it's the black man. Shut up, cry baby. Wake up. Be strong. Stop being weak, man. And let's start working together. I've got strong black women around me, so that we are clear.